Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another deep dive into the thrilling events of the evening. Tonight's episode was nothing short of a roller coaster, filled with suspense, heartbreak, emotional confessions, and unexpected turns. Every character seemed to be facing their own battles, whether it was love, loss, or sheer survival. As relationships teetered on the edge, long-held secrets surfaced, and danger lurked in the shadows, we were left with one burning question: who will come out unscathed when the dust finally settles? So, grab your popcorn, because we're about to dissect every moment, every interaction, and every hidden meaning behind tonight's gripping encounters. Let's jump in. A knock at the door, and a life-threatening encounter. It started as a simple, quiet evening for Elizabeth Baldwin, a rare moment of peace in her otherwise chaotic life. The warm glow of her living room lights cast comforting shadows as she sipped a cup of tea, flipping through an old photo album, reminiscing about the past. The house was still, with only the ticking of the clock filling the silence. Then, a knock at the door. A small smile played on her lips. Lucky Spencer must have realized he left his slice of cake behind. Without a second thought, she rose, expecting to see the familiar face of her longtime companion. But as soon as she swung the door open, the air shifted. A cold dread coiled in her stomach. It wasn't Lucky. Standing before her was Cyrus Renaud, the last man she ever wanted to see. His piercing gaze held no warmth, no pleasantries, only a quiet menace that sent shivers down her spine. In his hand, barely concealed by the dim light, was a syringe filled with digitalis, a deadly toxin capable of stopping a heart within minutes. Elizabeth felt her breath hitch. Her instincts screamed at her to slam the door, to run, to do anything but stand there frozen. But Cyrus took a step forward, his voice silky yet laced with threat. "We need to talk. And I'm afraid this simply can't wait." The walls of her home, once a sanctuary, now felt like a trap closing in around her. Was this the end for Elizabeth? Would Lucky, by some miracle, sense the danger and return in time? Or was she about to face an unimaginable fate? A war of words, Lulu Spencer versus Brooke Lynn Quartermaine. While Elizabeth fought for her life, Lulu Spencer was fighting a very different battle, one of pride, frustration, and professional clashes. Tensions at Deception Cosmetics had been simmering for weeks, but tonight, they finally boiled over. Brooke Lynn Quartermaine had been on edge all day, already juggling deadlines and marketing campaigns, and she expected her assistant, Lulu, to keep up. But when Lulu fumbled an important assignment, the heated exchange that followed sent shockwaves through the office. "If you're not getting what you want, it's your fault," Lulu snapped, her voice slicing through the tension like a blade. Brooke Lynn's eyes narrowed, her patience wearing thin. She had worked hard to get to where she was, and she wasn't about to let an insubordinate assistant throw off everything she had built. Employees needed guidance, sure, but outright defiance? That was a different story. Would this be the final straw? Was Lulu about to walk out, or be thrown out, of Deception Cosmetics for good? Or was there still a chance to mend the cracks in this professional partnership? Harrison Chase, a man torn between love and loss. Over at the Savoy, another emotional storm was brewing, this time inside Detective Harrison Chase. Just minutes earlier, he had delivered a heartfelt musical performance, dedicating the song to his wife, Brooke Lynn Quartermaine. The audience had applauded, but behind his dazzling stage presence, a dark cloud loomed. His heart was heavy, burdened with a truth he had yet to fully accept. As he sat with Dante Falconeri, his longtime friend and confidant, the weight of his worries finally became too much to bear. Dante could see it in his eyes, the unspoken pain, the hesitation. He leaned forward, encouraging his friend to open up. "Whatever it is, man, you can tell me." Chase exhaled, running a hand through his hair before finally admitting the truth that had been gnawing at him. He and Brooke Lynn couldn't have children. The realization had hit him hard. Unlike Dante, whose son Rocco Falconeri had been carried by a surrogate, Chase's circumstances were different. If they wanted a child, their only option was to find a sperm donor, a reality he struggled to accept. The very idea made him feel powerless, as though he had failed in some fundamental way. Could he and Brooke Lynn navigate this heartbreaking challenge together? Or would it drive an irreparable wedge between them? Jocelyn Jacks versus Emma Scorpio Drake, the Battle of Bunnies. At Bobby Spencer's house, things were less dramatic, but certainly frustrating for one Jocelyn Jacks. Her longtime friend, Emma Scorpio Drake, was on a passionate mission to save bunnies. Yes, bunnies. Not from anything particularly sinister, but from general neglect and a lack of awareness about their plight. And in true Emma fashion, she had gone all out, organizing a charity event, securing a venue, even convincing Gio Palmieri to provide the music. The only problem? She needed Jocelyn's help. But Jocelyn had zero interest in this project. "How does all of this translate into me helping you?" she asked, arms crossed, thoroughly exasperated. It wasn't that she hated animals, of course not. But Emma was relentless, refusing to take no for an answer. Jocelyn had other priorities, other obligations, yet Emma kept pushing. Would Jocelyn finally give in and join the cause? Or was she about to stage her own rebellion against this bunny rescue mission? Brad Cooper and Lucas Jones, a toast to missed chances. Back at the Savoy, a different kind of reflection was taking place. Brad Cooper and Lucas Jones sat together, sharing drinks and reminiscing about the night's events. Lucas had agreed to a date, arranged by none other than Damian Spinelli and Maxie Jones. But it had ended in disaster. The guy had left before anything meaningful could even begin. Lucas, still recovering from his divorce, found himself questioning whether he was ready to put himself out there again. Brad, never one to sugarcoat things, shook his head. "This is just wrong on so many levels," he muttered, convinced Lucas had just been ghosted. Was Lucas destined for loneliness? Or was there still hope for him to find love again? Curtis Ashford, a clash waiting to happen. And finally, Curtis Ashford was on the verge of losing his patience. His Valentine's Day bash at the Savoy was in full swing, but his mood soured the moment he spotted Drew Quartermaine entering the club. Turning to Portia Robinson, he vented his frustration. "We don't need him ruining our evening," he muttered. Lately, Drew had been like a walking storm. Wherever he went, trouble followed. And Curtis had no intention of letting him spoil his night. Would he have Drew thrown out? Or would he simply bide his time, waiting for the inevitable chaos to unfold? And with that, the night comes to an end, but not without leaving us with countless questions. Will Elizabeth escape Cyrus' deadly grasp? Will Chase and Brooke Lynn find a way forward? And what will come of Curtis and Drew's tense standoff? Only time will tell. Next, we're diving into a topic that has sparked quite a bit of conversation among General Hospital fans. If you've been keeping up with the latest episodes, you might have noticed something unusual about one of the show's most iconic actors, Maurice Benard, the man behind the legendary character Sonny Corinthos. Fans have been buzzing with speculation, and we're here to break it all down for you. Is there something deeper going on, or are viewers simply reading too much into his recent performances? Let's get into it. The mystery surrounding Maurice Benard's performance, the online General Hospital community has been abuzz with questions, concerns, and theories about Maurice Benard's portrayal of Sonny Corinthos in recent episodes. Some dedicated viewers have pointed out that something just feels off. It all started when Maurice appeared in a particular scene with Maura West, who plays Ava Jerome. Rather than his usual commanding presence, fans observed that he seemed somewhat detached, almost as though he were mentally elsewhere. His expressions, his body language, everything about his performance had a strangely sluggish quality to it. Some viewers even went as far as to speculate that he wasn't acting at all, but was instead genuinely exhausted or distracted by something outside the set. Naturally, fans took to social media to voice their thoughts, and the reactions have been mixed. Was Maurice deliberately underplaying Sonny's emotions to hint at an underlying plot twist, or was he simply not in the right headspace during filming? Fan theories: what's going on with Sonny Corinthos? When something seems amiss with a major character, the General Hospital fandom wastes no time in piecing together theories. One of the most popular ideas floating around suggests that Sonny Corinthos himself might be struggling with an undisclosed issue within the storyline. Some believe that his current behavior is intentional, a way of showing that Sonny is emotionally drained from the constant betrayals, conflicts, and pressures of being Port Charles's most notorious mob boss. Others, however, think it's Maurice Benard's performance itself that's causing the shift in perception. Was he simply having an off day? Was he instructed to tone things down for dramatic effect? Or could something be happening behind the scenes that we don't yet know about? Here's what some fans had to say: "I really did think he was attempting to act like someone trying to avoid stress. Yes, but I couldn't tell if it was MB just not bringing it or if he was playing it that Sonny is not well and he's just too tired for the nonsense." As the speculation continues, one thing is clear: this isn't something fans are willing to ignore. Sonny Corinthos, a character in crisis? Let's not forget that Sonny Corinthos is no stranger to internal struggles. Over the years, we've seen him battle depression, bipolar disorder, and the weight of his criminal empire. Given his history, it wouldn't be too far-fetched for the writers to explore another deep psychological arc, one that perhaps leaves Sonny emotionally disconnected from those around him. Could his recent behavior be foreshadowing a new mental health storyline? If so, it would be an interesting creative choice, especially since Maurice Benard has been a strong advocate for mental health awareness in real life. If this is a new arc that the writers are introducing, it could lead to some powerful, emotional moments for both the actor and the audience. But if this isn't a scripted development, then what's really going on? Is Maurice Benard just tired? The simplest explanation could be the most obvious one: he just needs rest. Actors have grueling schedules, especially those who work on daytime soap operas like General Hospital, which films new episodes almost every day. Long hours on set, memorizing endless pages of dialogue, and maintaining emotional intensity for multiple takes can be exhausting. Even the best actors have off days, and it's entirely possible that Maurice Benard was simply overworked and fatigued when those scenes were filmed. If this is the case, it's understandable that his performance might not have had the same energy as usual. But because he's such a seasoned actor, it's also possible that he's making a subtle acting choice, portraying Sonny in a more subdued, introspective way to reflect the character's exhaustion. Why this matters to fans? When an actor like Maurice Benard, who has been a staple of General Hospital for decades, starts behaving differently on screen, fans notice immediately. It's a testament to how dedicated and observant the audience is. They know these characters inside and out, and they can spot even the smallest change in their performance. This is what makes soap operas such an immersive experience. Viewers invest not only in the storylines but also in the actors themselves, forming deep emotional connections over years, and sometimes decades, of watching. That's why Maurice Benard's perceived lethargy or lack of engagement in certain scenes is causing such a stir. Fans aren't just watching for entertainment, they're emotionally invested in these characters, and they want to understand why things feel different. Will Maurice Benard address the speculation? So far, Maurice Benard has not made any public comments about the concerns raised by fans. This is where things get interesting. If his performance shift was a deliberate choice, he may eventually discuss it in interviews or on social media, reassuring fans that everything is part of Sunny's evolving storyline. On the other hand, if it was simply a case of exhaustion or a bad day at work, we may never hear about it at all. Regardless, fans will be watching closely in the coming weeks to see whether Sunny's demeanor shifts back to normal or if there's a bigger revelation on the horizon. Final thoughts: what's next for Sunny and Maurice? At the end of the day, only time will tell what's truly going on with Maurice Benard's portrayal of Sunny Corinthos. Is it a scripted character shift? A deeper storyline unfolding? Or just an off day for the actor? Whatever the case may be, General Hospital fans are paying close attention, analyzing every scene and every interaction for clues. Whether this turns out to be a major plot twist or simply a fleeting moment of exhaustion, one thing is for sure: Maurice Benard remains one of the most compelling actors on daytime television, and his portrayal of Sunny Corinthos continues to captivate audiences. And with that, we wrap up today's discussion. Next, we have an exciting topic to discuss today, one that has been making waves across the soap opera world. Is Kelly Monaco heading to a new show after her shocking departure from General Hospital? Fans have been speculating for months, with many hoping to see her on another daytime drama soon. But is there any truth to the rumors? What's really going on with Kelly Monaco's next move? Let's dive in and explore everything we know so far. Casting shake UPS in the soap world. Before we delve into Kelly Monaco's future, let's talk about some of the biggest casting news in the soap opera industry right now. Over at Days of Our Lives, recent changes have stirred plenty of excitement. Rachel Boyd has officially taken over the role of Sophia, replacing Madeline Keentz. Meanwhile, fans of Alison Sweeney will be thrilled to know that she is set to reprise her iconic role as Sammy Brady. She's expected to return before the end of February sweeps, adding yet another layer of drama to the long-running soap. In addition, a mysterious new character is set to debut later this year, played by Hank Northrup, son of legendary actor Wayne Northrup and General Hospital star Lynn Herring. However, the details surrounding his role remain under wraps, leaving fans eagerly guessing what's in store. With all these developments in Days of Our Lives, many were hoping to see Kelly Monaco's name among the new additions. But is she actually joining the cast? Is Kelly Monaco really headed to Days of Our Lives? For weeks, speculation has been swirling that Kelly Monaco, best known for her role as Sam McCall on General Hospital, was making her way to Days of Our Lives. Rumors suggested that she had already landed a contract and would start filming in March. Soap fans, hopeful for a comeback, spread the news like wildfire across social media, with many celebrating what they believe to be her return to daytime television. After all, it would make sense. Kelly Monaco is a seasoned actress, and it's hard to imagine such a talented star staying off the screen for too long. However, those hopes were quickly shut down. Soap Opera Network reached out to Days of Our Lives, and a representative from the show officially confirmed that Kelly Monaco has not been cast. Not true, the rep stated, directly debunking the rumors. While some fans held out hope that there could still be a surprise announcement down the road, for now, it appears that Kelly will not be joining Days of Our Lives this season. The ongoing mystery: what's next for Kelly Monaco? Ever since her controversial exit from General Hospital, Kelly Monaco has kept a low profile. She hasn't addressed her next career move, nor has she hinted at any upcoming projects. This silence has only fueled more speculation. Could she be negotiating a return to General Hospital? Perhaps she's considering a role on another soap opera, like The Bold and the Beautiful or The Young and the Restless. Or is she stepping away from daytime television altogether, looking toward new creative opportunities? While we don't have a confirmed answer yet, one thing is clear: Kelly Monaco is far too talented to stay away for long. Whether it's on a soap opera, a primetime series, or an entirely new venture, her fans are eagerly awaiting her next move. The fallout of Kelly Monaco's exit from General Hospital. To understand why fans are so invested in Kelly Monaco's next role, we have to look back at how her departure from General Hospital played out. Last fall, the show stunned audiences by announcing that Kelly Monaco would be leaving after 21 years and that Sam McCall would be permanently written off. This wasn't just a temporary exit or a storyline break. Sam was killed off, marking the end of an era. Fans were outraged. Many felt that Kelly deserved better after dedicating more than 2 decades to the show. The backlash on social media was intense, with viewers questioning why the show had made such a drastic decision. Even after her final scenes as Sam aired, the frustration didn't die down. Instead, it fueled rumors that Kelly would quickly be scooped up by another soap, as it seemed unimaginable that she wouldn't find a new role soon. Why Kelly Monaco deserves another leading role? If there's one thing that soap opera fans agree on, it's that Kelly Monaco is one of the most talented actresses in the industry. Her portrayal of Sam McCall was layered, complex, and emotionally gripping. Over the years, she played everything from a tough private investigator to a loving mother, constantly evolving and delivering powerful performances. Her on-screen chemistry with Steve Burton, Jason Morgan, and Billy Miller, Drew Kane, created some of the most memorable love stories in soap history. She could carry dramatic confrontations, high-stakes action sequences, and heart-wrenching emotional moments with equal finesse. It's not just her acting that made her beloved. Kelly Monaco has an undeniable connection with her fans. She's always been grateful for their support, engaging with them at events and on social media. That's why the idea of her disappearing from daytime television just doesn't seem right. She deserves another major role, whether it's on Days of Our Lives, another soap, or even a primetime series. Could Kelly Monaco return to General Hospital? While her departure seemed final, some fans believe that General Hospital could eventually bring her back. Soap operas are famous for their shocking twists, and we all know that characters who die don't always stay dead. If the show's writers wanted to, they could easily create a storyline where Sam McCall faked her death or was kidnapped, paving the way for a dramatic return. Would Kelly Monaco accept a return offer? That remains to be seen. But if General Hospital recognizes what they lost by letting her go, there's always a chance they could make things right. Final thoughts: what's next for Kelly Monaco? For now, Kelly Monaco's future remains a mystery. She isn't heading to Days of Our Lives, but that doesn't mean she won't resurface somewhere else soon. Whether she's planning a major comeback, taking a break from acting, or pursuing new creative opportunities, her fans are ready to support her every step of the way. What do you think Kelly Monaco's next move should be? Should she return to General Hospital, join another soap, or venture into something entirely new? Let us know your thoughts. And with that, we wrap up today's discussion. Next, we have an exciting and dramatic topic to break down, one that is keeping General Hospital fans on the edge of their seats. Sasha Gilmore Corbin has found herself in a whirlwind of emotions, secrets, and unexpected complications. With a due date looming, unexpected revelations surfacing, and a possible 4th of July shocker, the stakes have never been higher for her. Could Sasha's pregnancy take a dramatic turn? Could Jason Morgan's involvement change everything? And what consequences might arise from her entanglement in a dangerous scheme? Let's dive deep into everything we know so far. Sasha's guilt over the accident with Elaine's dog Sasha has been carrying a heavy burden of guilt, one that has been eating away at her ever since her interaction with Elaine Smith's dog, Mavis, took an unexpected turn. What was supposed to be a simple moment of distraction turned into a serious accident, and the weight of it has only grown heavier on her shoulders. Sasha has always been someone who blames herself for things going wrong, and this incident is no different. Even though she was manipulated into the situation, she still feels like she should have been more careful, more aware, more in control. But was this really an accident, or was it a setup from the very beginning? Elaine, after all, is a private investigator working for Martin Gray, with the sole purpose of unearthing secrets about Michael Corinthos. Was the whole dog distraction just a ruse to catch Sasha off guard? And if so, what kind of information did Elaine manage to extract from her during that vulnerable moment? One thing is certain, Sasha is in deeper trouble than she realizes. The uncertainty of Sasha's pregnancy and a possible early delivery. One of the biggest concerns right now is whether Sasha's baby will arrive earlier than expected. Her due date is officially set for July 23rd, but let's be real, soap opera babies rarely ever arrive on time. In fact, premature births are a classic staple in dramatic storytelling, often setting the stage for high-stakes emergencies, emotional turmoil, and unexpected character developments. Sasha has already been through the trauma of losing her first child, Liam Corbin, a pain that still lingers in her heart. The very idea of something going wrong again is terrifying, and understandably so. This isn't just about welcoming a new life into the world, it's about conquering her past fears, proving to herself that she can handle motherhood despite everything she's been through. But will she even get that chance? There's a strong possibility that she could go into labor early, and not just by a few days, but potentially weeks ahead of schedule. If history is anything to go by, there's a chance that she might end up giving birth around the 4th of July, a time when Port Charles is caught up in fireworks and celebrations. Imagine the contrast. While the rest of the city watches the night sky light up with dazzling colors, Sasha could be in the middle of the most terrifying moment of her life. The real question is, who will be by her side when it happens? Jason Morgan, more than just a pretend father? Right now, Jason Morgan has stepped into the role of Sasha's pretend baby daddy, but could this fake arrangement lead to something more? If Sasha's labor happens suddenly and Jason is the one who ends up delivering the baby, it could mark a major turning point in their relationship. Jason is no stranger to stepping up in crisis situations. His calm, collected, and fiercely protective nature has always made him the ultimate go-to in emergencies. But what happens when a pretend bond turns into a genuine connection? If Jason is the one to help bring Sasha's child into the world, it could solidify something deeper between them. The shared experience of saving a life together, of navigating an intensely emotional moment, could be the foundation of something real. Could this be the beginning of an entirely new romance for Jason and Sasha? If the writers of General Hospital decide to go down that road, it would be a slow-burning but powerful dynamic. After all, Jason has always been someone who protects the people he cares about, and Sasha could find herself leaning on him more and more. But how would that affect the other relationships in her life? Could it create tension with other key characters? And more importantly, is Jason ready to step into a father figure role, even if it wasn't something he originally intended? Elaine Smith's involvement, what does she really want? While all of this is happening, Elaine Smith continues to be a major wildcard in this story. As a private investigator working under Martin Gray, her mission is simple: find dirt on Michael Corinthos. But how does Sasha fit into this, and why did Elaine choose to target her in particular? Was Sasha just an accidental casualty in a bigger scheme, or did Elaine deliberately trick her into revealing critical information? And if that's the case, what exactly did Sasha say that could put Michael, or even herself, in danger? This situation isn't just about pregnancy drama. It's a game of manipulation and strategy, and Sasha may have unknowingly played right into Elaine's hands. Will Sasha realize what's happening before it's too late? What happens next? Right now, Sasha is facing multiple threats at once. The fear of delivering her baby too early, the growing possibility of Jason playing a bigger role in her life, the guilt from the accident with Elaine's dog, the unknown consequences of revealing information to Elaine with so many moving parts. This storyline has the potential to explode in ways we can't even predict yet. Could Sasha's early delivery coincide with an even bigger event in Port Charles? Could Elaine's manipulation come back to haunt her? Could Jason's protective instincts transform into something deeper than either of them expected? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, Sasha's journey is far from over. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's story has become one of the most gripping narratives on General Hospital right now. Between the uncertainties surrounding her pregnancy, the complicated dynamics with Jason, and the manipulative game being played by Elaine Smith, there's no shortage of drama on the horizon. The biggest question now is, how will everything unfold? Will Sasha finally get the happiness she deserves, or will the past repeat itself in ways she never saw coming? We'll have to stay tuned to find out what happens next. And with that, we wrap up today's discussion. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.